Good afternoon, campers, and welcome back to the Daily Meet on a Sunday afternoon. It's Sunday the 22nd of February. It's a very warm afternoon. I've got Mrs. Meat with me, but I'm under orders. She doesn't want to be on camera today. So yeah, just the meat man driving through Boston on a very warm Sunday afternoon. Yeah, so we've just been to a supermarket, been to Asda in Boston, got a bit of munch, bit of shopping, and I got a cheeky bit of meat that I want to put a bit of heat to. So we're gonna head to a dogging hotspot and cook up a bit of meat once we navigate through this busy Sunday traffic. But very nice day, very nice. I've actually got my I've got my sleeves rolled up. That's quite rare. Quite rare in February. Right, let's get moving anyway. Oh, look at this little single track road navigating through the Lincolnshire countryside. Nice bit of bush action with a bit of passage of agua down there. Very nice. I think it's towards the back end of February. Yeah, we're heading to these woods just up here. What are they called again? Gedney. They are the Gedney woods, the Gedney. And I've done a cheeky little camp here a few years back, but apparently this is actually a legit dogging hotspot. Yeah, if the vans are rocking, don't come knocking. Oh, it's just here, that's it. I don't remember this, but they are actually some nice woods to have a little stroll around.
Busy.
Oh wow, a lot of dogging action today. Some nice family dogging action. Wow, it is busy, isn't it?
Yeah. Very hipstery, isn't it?
Very hipstery and very sparse bush.
Very long white socks.
Yeah.
Action going on.
Look at that bush action on a Sunday afternoon. Nice. Well, campers, we are parked up in the dogging woods. Got the side door action for all to see. Look at that beautiful sight, lovely bit of woodland. All right, so we're gonna have a bit of lunch. Got a cheeky bit of rump steak, nice bit of robust, meaty in texture and taste, but like myself. So that should be a nice bit of meat. We'll cook that medium rare to perfection with a bit of salt and pepper. We've got a baguette, French baguette. Oh, we got a bit of salad as well, haven't we? We've got some salad to go with this, and we've also got some smoky Kansas barbecue sauce to ooze over the bare meat. And then for a refreshing summer vibe juice, we got this Don Simon lemon and lime juice drink, non-alcoholic, liquor-free juice. So that's going to be a little munch for this afternoon. Where's my salad? Oh, yeah. Don't forget the salad, and yeah, it's had a bit of bush action. We've got a bit of mild and tender mixed baby leaf salad. Serves two. Anyway, and if we do get a little bit more peckish, still got some jam cream sandwiches from overnight's camp. Nice. Oh no, I wasn't recording it. Damn. Didn't press record. Right, so anyway, just enjoying a bit of lemon and lime juice. Cheers. I did have some doggers just walking past a little while ago. They're not having none of my steak. They're not having none of my steak. So we're just putting a bit of heat on now. Getting that pan smoking hot. That's it, look at that. Drop the heat down a bit. Oh, look at that. That's probably just the residue of the chicken I had the other night burning away. Let's get that on there. That's seasoned bit of steak. Ready for the money shot. Oh, campers. Oh, lovely jobbly. Look at the size of that slab of rump steak. I'm going to cook that for a few minutes each side and let it rest for about the same. It's only quite a thin piece. And then we'll start chopping up the baguette. Oh, that smells good. Well, campers, just having a lazy Sunday afternoon, cooking up a large piece of rump steak right in the middle of a dogging hotspot. Nice bit of woodland. Ah, that's what Sundays are made for. I can all smell my meat juices. I haven't had my steak. Right, so we've just gone for a base layer of mayonnaise on the bottom of the baguette. Then we've gone for a bit of shallot, just letting the meat sit. Then we're going to slice it up, layer it on the salad, and then we'll go over the top with a bit of Kansas barbecue. Quite a narrow baguette, I'm going to lie. We'll have a bit of a meat flappage overhanging, but it should be good. Should be good. That's a damn fine looking bit of steak. Nice. We've just had people walking past, having a little look in, having a little sniff of the meat. And a bit of meat action in the deep in the Lincolnshire bush. There's people walking over there. Very nice Sunday afternoon. Ooh. He's a peeping Tom. Look at that campus, getting a bit of that barbecue dew all over it. Oh, look at that. Giving that beef a bit of a happy ending. Oh, look at that. Cook the steak, nice and medium. Top bombing. Check that out. Just had a little nibble of that meat, and that is very moist and very tender. Oh, look at that. And a bit of bush action in the background there. Cooking a bit of meat. Oh, lovely. Right, campers, I'm about to put the baguette in my mouth. Oh yeah, the fucking dogs. Well, campers, why are you laughing? Well, campers, when we're in the bush, I'm going to stick a bit of meat in my mouth. Good health. Oh, well, campers, that steak sandwich was a joyful event. I've consumed it all. Now we'll have a refreshing, cheeky, non-alcoholic. Now I'm going to have a cheeky, non-alcoholic Josh. What's up? Afternoon. Oh, campers, that was a glorious moment for all the family to enjoy. And we got a bin. The dog poo and picnic litter. Technically, we've had a picnic, so yeah, going to put it in there. Check it out, everybody's out dogging this Sunday. Yeah, there's the meat wagon. Bit of countryside. Yeah, when I did a camp here a couple of years ago, I was a bit further around the corner. In Gedney's woods. Pretty sweet little spot. Right, we're going to head back home now. We just had a little stop off where we was out shopping, cook a bit of lunch, and we're going to go and get Puppy and go for a walk later. May come back to these woods. But yeah, good little spot. If you ever want to have a cheeky park up, right by Boston in Lincolnshire, Jenny's Woods. Right, I'm going to head back to the meat wagon and start moving on. Check out that old bridge on the right. Nice. An old relic of the past. The old Victorian blue brick. Looks like that little bit's about to fall off there. Nice. It's a beautiful bit of South Lincolnshire countryside. There's an eyeball of how big the woods are. Gedney's Woods. Gedney's Woods. I think there was that woods. I think the trees were planted there about 20 years ago. Woods for all the Boston community.
Bostonians.
The Bostonians. Here's a bit of rural life in the Lincolnshire countryside. Size of that church. Can't find anywhere to park around here for this one, so we'll come back to that one another day. So we're back at the St. Mary Magdalene Church in Gedney. Parked up directly outside it. Going for a little wander. A little wander with the porchy.
in there.
Oh, yeah.
The little fencing round.
Very nice. Some quite hardcore fencing as well, wasn't it? There's spikes on that. They don't want to be disturbed. There's like a cross over there as well. Yeah, it's a Celtic cross. So a little wander around the church. I've seen a few people taking their dogs through here before.
Hmm?
I'm saying I've seen a few people taking their dogs through here, so I thought we'd have a little look. Oh, the vintage. Very vintage. Some snowdrops. Not pigeons. Come on, Poochie.
Sniffing.
Had a good sniff of the bush.
New smells.
Having a bit of a dog in bush action on a Sunday afternoon. Ship off the old block. And this was referred to as the Cathedral of the Fens. Oh, it's open. Not allowed, it's not open. Lion! Lion's not open. Entry not allowed on a Sunday. It's a day of worship as well. Check out that funky old street light. Well, modern, old anyway. Garden of Rest. Very windy today, campers. Very windy. Yeah, that's the modern side of the graveyard. And we've got the older ones over this side. Very grand church. Shades of it. I don't know if this will work on camera, but it's like an optical illusion. You stare at the church and it looks like it's coming towards you because of the clouds going the other way. I actually thought it's collapsing at one point. Can't tell if that's Jesus or Mother Mary. I think it's Jesus. That stained glass window. Very nice church.
Cemeteries compared to ones in Europe that are taken care of
Yeah.
all the time.
These are forgotten about, aren't they? That's what I was saying. There's a little statistic. After 30 years on average, most graves are forgotten about. There is just loads, hundreds of graves, all in that overgrown weeds and brambles and nettles and stuff. Hundreds. And there's the holy bush. There's the holy bush. So there is a public footpath going straight through the fields. There's a little river down there. I don't know if it's a dike or a river. Could be a dike. He's having a good walk there. Having a little snifferoonie. Pubs. Got to the main road here, but then trying to cross that carriageway is an absolute nightmare. The public footpath does carry on a bit further, but I stood there for about 5 minutes and there weren't a break in traffic. This is the A17. So yeah, we're going back that way. So I'm intrigued to see if this is an actual river or a dike. That's Lincolnshire's finest vegetable fields. Trying to damage the crops. Yeah, I think that's a dike. Quite Very stagnant. Nice and peaceful though. Give a little wind this. It's gonna have a little wander through the church again. It's quite the impressive church in there. Just trying to hide from the reflection. And a dirty windows. There's no pews, it's got like little wooden chairs. Nice. Yeah, I'm deep in the foliage. Emma's having a look at all the gravestones around here. A lot of deer activity. Got molehills, but these little diggy holes. We get these in our garden from there. You doing, puppy? Wow. 1970. What's that? 92. Wife of Bertie Clifton. Yeah, these are the ones I see last time I was up here. That one, 21 years old.
Yeah, so I'm just reading.
Died in 1904.
Ah, so that's the daughter, that's the mum there,
Oh,
that one's
wow.
Emma.
Fifth, so that's 60 years old. 92 is that?
This is the daughter as well, so that's the father,
Yeah,
the mother, and then the two daughters.
that's 92 years old when he died.
I think so, yeah.
William Williamson.
60. That's the eldest daughter, yeah.
I'll have to read some of these, isn't it?
Yeah.
Crazy. Some very grand graves there as well. William Scrimshaw. Died aged 65 in 1948. This one was born in 2nd of February 1924, died 4th of February 1925. Mary Elizabeth. Daughter of A.E.F.A. Walsham. Oh, tiny little grave.
Oh, look. That's the dad.
Oh,
Arthur Ernest Walsham, A.E. Walsham.
also his oh, and his wife.
Florence Ann.
So sad. Well, at least they're together. Oh, there's Walsham as well.
Oh, nice. Florence Ann, 91.
Wow.
And the dad was at age 73.
And there's all these ones all lined up against the wall. Well, I think that's going to do it for today. That was the daily meet number 10, the 10th portion of daily meet. We had a bit of bush action. Went to a dogging hotspot. Had a bit of beef flappage and a nice French baguette. And we're taking Puppy for a little walk. You don't want to go home now. You don't want to go home. You want to stay out a bit longer. Need to get back. Need to get back home. So yeah, that'll do for this little portion of daily meat. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys on the next one. Stay meaty.